the main difference between running a business with your trauma and running a business after you heal your trauma. Before trauma, I was desperate for a business that proved I was worthy. I was desperate. And desperation, ma'am, that will set you up all day to get fucked. Before healing my trauma, you could tell me to jump through any singular hoop and I would do it. And guess what? I built a company doing that. I made a fuckload of money doing that. But I was so miserable to the point where I couldn't even grow my business because I hated it so much. If you cannot grow your business because every step of the way feels miserable to you, that is not the way to be successful. So now, you know what I do? Any single thing that feels hard or feels daunting doesn't get done by me. No, I don't do that. I don't do daunting. I don't do hard. I don't do grit. I do dedication. I do manifestation. I do commitment. I do the long game. I do upholding the standards. I do putting myself first. I do trusting myself. That's what I do. I no longer look at an assignment from anyone that I work with and say, oh my God, I fucking don't want to do this. What is a sales tax certificate for 2025? I will simply just say, it has to be easier. I'm not doing it. You're setting the rules. And if it doesn't get done, well then, oh well, it doesn't get done. Then I guess the universe didn't really want this. Because that's where I'm at. I'm at a point where I've done business now for 5 years. And I can tell you that I plateaued because all I was doing was manifesting my trauma. That's all I was doing. Suffering for me was normal. Suffering for me was the lever. It was like, if I'm suffering, this is good. If I'm suffering, I'm going to get something. If I'm suffering, that means I'm going the right way. That means I'm going to be rewarded. Guess what? That's not how it works. And then you are extremely triggered when you see people popping up right and left around you that have struggled way less. And you're like, but I've struggled more. When am I getting my thing? Struggling is not a lever. You are pushing the wrong button. You were never going to be rewarded for struggling. Struggling is the thing you don't want to do. The people that are succeeding without struggling are the ones that refuse to struggle. That's as simple as I can explain it. Your suffering was never required. Your suffering was never an investment. Your struggle was never going to be a metric that you could cash in on. That's not how it works. Struggle and time